Welcome back, Hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Hemmeldal in the Hunter Classic. So yeah, I basically just left off right where I was the previous episode. I don't think I'm going to keep chasing after these foxes, because I could be after them all day and barely see them. I'm going to see if I can try to get something else, because there's a number of animals on Hemmeldal. There's brown bears, moose, the Roe Deer, the red fox, reindeer. So hopefully if I just kind of go out and focus on something a bit more possible to actually spot, we'll have better luck. This is definitely one of those games, though, you need to have time set aside to really invest into, just for playing the basics of it. Because this is more realistic hunting, where it's going to take you a while before you'll find things, and you can go for quite a hike before you might get lucky and either come across a call, a trail, anything. It's kind of... The Hunter series in general is something better to be streamed, but I think Call of the Wild is the better one to play for an audience, just because it has more you're kind of doing. And, well, to be honest, I think Call of the Wild actually has a number of things over Classic. Like, one of the big things is, yeah, there is a, upfront cost for Call of the Wild, but with that, it also includes a lot of different, weapons that you're opened up to, that you can just, play in-game and earn much easier than this. You have... Actually, it only starts you with the 2 reserves, doesn't it? It's kind of hard to say about the Hunter now, looking at both series, or both entries in it. The classic version, intensely microtransaction heavy, but it is a free-to-play game. But it's free-to-play and also incredibly grindy if you do take that route. Call of the Wild does have some grinds to it, but you can get a lot in-game. And then does have... See, both versions have a lot of microtransactions, which I'm not that big of a fan of. Because it's kind of the case of... Yeah, I'm just not really a fan of microtransactions. Depends on how they're done. I think the problem I have with the Classic for the microtransaction is just, everything is a microtransaction in a way. Oh, just a Roe Deer track there. You looking for every individual weapon is its own microtransaction. Every individual call is its own microtransaction. Every individual clothing is its own. There's just way too many. And then when you get something like, Hunter Call of the Wild, you have microtransactions, but they're a bit more kind of inclusive for what you get in them. I'm trying to think, because there are a number of base calls in the game, but I actually don't know if you can unlock the callers. Huh. I don't know if any of the DLCs have actually included, extra callers with them that you could just, buy from the store. Well, there are some that have. Basically, the Hunter, no matter which way you slice it, you're going to have some DLC microtransaction stuff, so it's up to you if that's what you're looking for or not. My advice would probably be... Oh, well, now you're back up right where the other one was. The thing is, though, I can actually get these guys with the call, so maybe I'll try for another little Roe Deer. I think you'll have to really weigh it for yourselves on what you're looking for. The Hunter Classic will give you that taste for free to see what it's like, but be ready to be investing a lot of time for it to get both just your levels up to make the game more playable and kind of user-friendly. And Call of the Wild, you will have that initial kind of chunk of change you can put in, but you'll probably have a lot more for a lot longer you can enjoy, and it's much more approachable. Just want to see if I can spot that Roe Deer. I gave a couple of calls, so I think he should be drawn in. It's just a matter of trying to see where he's going to come from. Because the other one completely surprised us last episode, managed to get all the way around our back end without me even knowing how he did it. I don't know if he took a different slope down or something or what, but he was just very easily able to surprise me quite easily like that. Oh, okay, so it looks like we might have a couple of them up there. We got you coming down. I think you're a male, but it's hard to tell. Yeah, you got the little spikes on you. I think that's a female. So what I might do is just try to get into a little bit of a better position and get the crossbow ready. Okay, yeah, so there's a lot of roe deer in this area. But they're not exactly the most impressive of animals, are they? So what I'm gonna do... See, I want to be careful of the rock because the hitboxes on the rocks can be iffy at times. So I'm going to try just plunking myself here and see if I can bring that male towards me here. I actually don't know where he is right now. He was coming right down and somewhere I thought up ahead there. Like, I don't see any movement, and I'm not hearing anything either. Yeah, I don't even think I can look up to see where... Yeah, I can't see the other one that was up there either. Alright, I do have the free camera I forgot about. This does help in some ways. I'm kind of surprised. It seems... I don't know, I feel like I have more vision over to the right side than I do the left. I don't know why that is. See, that's them making their noise. I saw something almost like right ahead of us, but it might have just been the way the shadows were moving. Yeah, I really should just keep visual on something until I can know it's like in a spot where, okay, I shouldn't take my eyes off it and I can move and adjust my position better. Because it winds up like this. I have no idea where anything is. And like, I haven't seen any movement around here. I've had no replies back from that male. I might actually have to look at leaving off again. Yeah, I think that might have to be the case. I've got nothing I can see coming in or around. I haven't heard any replies. Definitely did not do this well. Yeah, I'm going to head out of here and just follow the road a bit more. Trying to hunt in some of these areas with a lot of cover for them is very difficult. Yeah, just the females making a lot of noise up there. So I'll head off, follow the road for a while, and see if maybe we can find something else. Okay, just a little bush. I just saw a little bit of red and thought, maybe my luck is there's actually just a little red fox there, and I ignore it this one time, it'll turn out that would have been an easy thing. But yeah, I definitely feel like I'll have to see how Call of the Wild, the Hunter Classic keeps performing for the weekends. Because I know there's probably a group, and there is a bit of an audience that do enjoy this more longer, slower pace for hunting that is more involved. But I gotta admit, I want to at least show you guys something on video, and I don't want to do like a lot of cuts and jumps here and there, because it kind of is misleading. You think, oh, that's all happening super quick for it. No. No, there's probably a lot of time in between you might get sections or segments or stuff like that happening. So it kind of feels a bit misleading to do that route with it. But I'll still do what I can, and maybe we'll do one more week of Hemmeldal, and I'll just keep a watch on how the Classic performs. Oh. We do have something here, but I think this is just the females again. I don't think the male would have gotten all the way over here. Yeah, it can't be the male, because I don't think I've had any tracks aside from the call, so it would only register. But I'll just keep going this way along the road here and see. Oh, yeah, again, those calls don't register, so I can't really do anything with that. Well, I'll just scan out, see what we can see, and keep hiking our way along. I feel like, though, if you want to get the Hunter Classic, like, in making people play more of it, is try to make it more approachable with, like, your costs for, like, calls and lures. Like, make it so that way you have the equipment to hunt is easier to obtain, so then people want to play more of that, then it's like, oh, I'd kind of like to try hunting this animal with this different weapon, and maybe that will suck them in. Right now, like I say, I'm still slowly going through the missions and earning the GM, so it's going to take a while before I can get a good assessment of just how grindy is the game. But I know in general the calls all seem to be sitting around 3,000 GM bucks. So that might take a while to earn up. But then again, it all depends on what missions you might choose to undertake too, and what the rewards can be from those. There's daily missions that I think gives you one that's fairly easy to complete, and it's like 100 each. And then if you do that, I don't know if you have to do that like in sequence, or if you can just, like, each week it gives you a different daily mission depending on which day you do. That has its own kind of reward to it. Again, there's some stuff I still gotta figure out with returning as I am to the Hunter Classic. I guess Red Fox, yeah, see... You know what? I think I'm just going to pass that by. I can't even see through from here, and I don't think the binoculars are going to help on that. That's, I think, one of the reasons why I like Red Feather Falls so much, is there's nothing like super small game that is very hard to actually see in, like, the world. Black bear, the whitetail, blacktail, the elk, the moose, they're all larger animals, so it's kind of easier. And also, the map itself doesn't have a lot of super dense brush and scrub to it. Like, you try looking through that right there, and, I mean, good luck spotting anything through that. You do have some open areas, like, over that way, but I don't think you'll really have many animals you'd find in that area. I can definitely tell that, compared to my Call of the Wild series, I'm definitely not as good in the Hunter Classic. We'll just kind of keep going along, and hopefully we'll hear a call or something as we go through. Like, that is definitely the big thing, is I want to show you guys stuff to keep you entertained and engaged with the video, but there's just... that's how the Hunter Classic is sometimes. Even Call of the Wild, but again, because of the arcade style or the action style more, it's kind of more rare to have such long gaps without anything going on. I do know, though, if I can come across, like, a moose, I have a mission to take one with the muzzleloader, so at least I can try doing that. But again, I don't actually have a moose call in, Classic. It makes me feel like I'm almost naked and stripped down from what my usual tool set is. I think that would probably be a pretty jarring experience to go from Call of the Wild, where you have so much that if you just play enough, you will have the in-game money and just you can unlock the calls and that and level through it. Whereas Hunter Classic here, it's definitely going to feel like either you're going to spend a lot of real-life money just trying to get some of the basic gear to make hunting easier, or you're going to go for a lot of a grind of just the same stuff over and over. It's hard to say. Again, I probably shouldn't speak too much because I don't have the most experience yet in how that kind of feels to play through this more. And probably... this Roe Deer is probably long gone from this area. No, maybe not. Wonder if I could actually try calling it in. Oh, there you are. Oh, but you're just a female, aren't you? Yeah, that's definitely something where... at least Call of the Wild, you get a little something for them, but here, again, it's just a waste of ammo and time to go after them. Like the... oh, hello! We stumbled across something good here. Got a few reindeer. Okay, is there one that looks pretty good? Oh, yes there is. You. Just out of nowhere, and that looked like a really nice one. Okay, let's head over and see what he's like, because just came rushing ahead, and as soon as I saw the antlers, it was, that's the best one I've seen, I'm just going straight for it because of how the herd was moving. I don't know if that herd will actually come back this way or not. Let's take a look at you, because, yeah, you look like you're pretty impressive. What's the trophy score on you? 417! That seems like it's pretty high. I actually don't know how reindeer are classified, but to me, that seems like a pretty nice score. Let's just get ourselves out the... and we'll give the Reverend because of just how good of a score this guy is. Now, I want to get you... let's get us towards the backside way. Yeah, there we go. He's front on center for it. And maybe just up a little bit. And zoom, and there. I think that's pretty good. And we won't use a filter. Yeah, 37. Okay, so maybe he's not the most, like, super up there. It's just that the amount of, like, points that 400 score, I don't know how to range that. Just compared to every other animal, that seemed like it was quite a bit. But considering he only sold for, like, the 37 or so, I don't think he was actually as good as I was thinking. Oh. Byzantine coin. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, just given the look of him compared to all the, like, little spike ones that were walking with him, seemed like it was the best one to try going for. And I don't know if they will try coming back through this way or not. That's something that I think was more only called a while the animals seemed to, like, regroup and try getting back to that same spot they were scared away from. So I'll try keeping a bit lower as we go along, but at least there's something that kind of came along to change up the video a bit. Again, the Hunter is definitely one. Have the larger time sink. I think be best in a stream because I could chat with you guys while we're walking along a bit. And be a bit more compelling that way, but I'll still try and see how it does on this channel and just try to keep a little bit of a series for it. I do like having a hunting game in here or there with everything else that I kind of undertake. Just because it is a survival aspect in its own way. That's actually one video I've been wanting to do for a while, is making the ultimate hunting game, and like taking the pieces that I think work in so many other places and just meshing them all together to make something. But yeah, I don't think that herd's going to be back this way. I think I spooked them out and they've going to migrate a different way. Very surprised just how out of nowhere it was, too. Just going kind of smoothly and quietly along, and all of a sudden, 2 or 3 out of the bush there, and looking behind that hill to find the other one that just darted out. Well, hang on, let me... Is there something up there? There is. Looks like a reindeer. Might be on its own, though. I mean, it might not hurt to try going after it, but it could also be a sign that maybe there's more around it as well. Looks like it might just be the only one, so I may just have to take it down because I don't think I've got a lot of time. Oh, hang on. Is there also... I thought I might have saw a bit of movement over... Oh, yeah, there was movement. Okay, another one up there, but... Yeah, that one ran off. I think they are trying to regroup and start more onto this path they were on. Oh, come on, you should start gangs. There we go. Okay, that's a female. Yeah, so they are coming back now. Okay, I know about her, but there's the other one that was just up there. So I wonder if that was the only male in the group. Maybe I'll just hang here a moment and see. Patience is a virtue, and maybe it'll pay off. I just saw movement there. Yeah, there's something... Oh, that's actually a moose. Surprised to see her wandering like that. Although now I kind of lost track of where the reindeer were. Okay, there she is. I think I might get a little bit of points for her, just because there is the antlers on the female reindeer. I don't think I get anything for that moose, though. And I don't see anybody else, like, running in over to join them. Although I do see... the bumpin' moose. Boom, 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 boom. There are some little issues here or there still. Yeah, not you. It's the slower one that's been behind you. I think she's right up here now. Yeah, there she is. See, I don't know if... You know, I'm going to try using the muzzle loader, actually. Oh, actually, this is probably going to take a while to load up, isn't it? Yeah, a little bit to load in. Oh. I thought I'd try using this against her and try to see if I can complete that mission to get a moose with this, but... She's already leaving. No? There we go, they're grouping up. They are literally walking on top of each other to group up as well. See, I think it's all females over there now. I think we got the only male that was in their herd. I think that's probably the best one there. I don't think I'll get an opportunity at her. She went down over that hill, and I don't think... I want to crouch down, just try to follow along from here. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll see them kind of pause at a point and I can get a shot off. Just try to wrap this up with one more animal. So we'll get up to the top of this hill and kind of see what they might be up to. It seems like they're definitely trying to get right back onto that path they were before I shot and took down the male. So I guess they do sort of have like a travel pattern they try to resume once it's disrupted in some regard. Yeah, this is just reindeer tracks. See, she ran off pretty fast there, so I don't know if I'll be able to get a nice shot. I guess I just gotta pick whichever one I'm going to go for, which I think is going to be that one there. Yeah, so we'll go grab her, see what, if anything, we get from it. I'm guessing it's probably, if anything, it's going to be very low for the amount. I think the kind of big earner for that little grouping there was definitely the male we got with that first shot, but at least we got another animal. We can head over, collect that, and then end this episode for the Hunter Classic here. Maybe next time what we'll do is we'll go for the other lodge and try to go up into the mountain, see if we can get something more big like the moose and the brown bear. But it definitely feels like because I don't have any equipment, it's going to be a lot more of just trying to scan from afar and pick out any opportunities I might be able to get. It's a lot of a different game than Call of the Wild is. But let's approach her, pick her up, and see what she's going to give us. Yeah, so score was 313. Again, I don't have any reference for the scores, so I don't think I'll do a trophy shot, but actually we did get a fair amount of GM for that, so the reindeer are, no matter the gender, I guess you will get a little bit of something for hunting them. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this episode up right here. Thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode of the Hunter Classic. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give us a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, let me know in the comments right down below. Next week, I think we'll go for some big game hunting up in the hills. Until then, though, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.